Hello, hello. It's me again, Medium Sheilah. Today is a recorded reading. I may have a couple of these today. Well, I want to revisit one that I did a couple weeks ago. And I'm sorry I wasn't on last week. It was my birthday week. So I kind of, turned 60. So I am kind of dealing with that. I do want to let you all know that next week I have another family birthday, but I'm going to be going away. So I probably won't be doing anything next week. So I'm going to have to get some stuff in um, today and over the weekend. All right. So where is Mitch McConnell? We're all wondering what's going on. And so I kind of want to cover that. I have a theory. I know you're hearing about it from all over the place. Is he still alive? Is he, what's going on? And we've been watching as Governor Beshear has been trying to get him to come forward and let him know how he's doing. Now, this is not good. And there's nobody currently representing Kentucky, well, for his district or whatever that Mitch McConnell's in. So I want to look at that. I want to look and see at what might happen. I don't really know at this point. It is fluid. So I do have my camera above and I got some cards over here, plenty of them. So let's see if we can get an idea of what's happening, what the energy is around the situation. I like to come at it from that direction a lot because you have to keep in mind things are very fluid and we don't know how this is going to end up, right? So let's take a look. It's kind of fun to get a look at it. All right, so let's see. Got my camera and my questions. New notebook for that. All right, let's see. I'm going to grab the Radiant Tarot today. I hope everyone's doing all right. Just want to get into it. Don't forget, for entertainment purposes only. And let's just see. Where is Mitch McConnell? I mean, seriously, it's been, a month? So he's missing in action. He's, 84 years old, or he's, around my mom's age. And where is his family? Why are you letting him work this late in life? It's like, oh my gosh. My mom turns 85 next week. And so it's kind of like, there's no way she could work. And I wouldn't let her. It's just not good. Okay. Let's see. Mitch McConnell, we got the page. We got 7 of Wands. Oops. We got the 9 of Swords. Wow. And Judgment. Okay. So what do we have going on here? Where's my wand? There it is. Okay. And don't forget, yes, once again, for entertainment purposes only. All right. Page of Pentacles. So normally, with the Page of Pentacles, this is something, there's good news. I'm not going to say that it's good news. I mean, I guess it depends on how you look at it. But it is going to be news. We are going to find out pretty soon. Something is going to cause this situation that, the truth has to come out, is what I'm getting at. All right. So 7 of Wands here. He's usually my Valor card, but he's not in this situation. This is more or less the Republicans holding everybody back. The news, everyone's trying to find out what's going on. They're holding everybody off. Excuse me. Okay. They're kind of holding everybody back right now. They've been successful with that. But it is a cause of concern. Now, it could also be the cause for concern as the health of Mitch McConnell. I mean, nobody, in their right mind really wants to see anything bad happen to anybody, really, right? That's not good energy normally. Really isn't. So, but it is a cause for concern because of the seat. Now, if for political reasons they're holding all of this information back and away from us, so we don't know what's going on, um, this can surely cause um, a worry. They have a slim majority in the Senate, right? And they also have a similar situation in the House. All right. So over here, towards the end of the reading, we've got the Seven of Swords. So a lot of times people interpret this as somebody stealing. So in a way, and I'm going to go that way instead of using my possibilities, where I go with that. This is, well, it could also be that too, but it is him. They're trying to keep that seat and make sure that nothing happens to it. No Democrat gets into it. They're going to have the illusion of holding onto it, that he's okay and all this stuff. But we have judgment. So a decision's going to have to be made pretty soon to tell the public where he is, if he's alive. So if somebody's at that age, you're having pneumonia, you're in the hospital, pneumonia most of the time will get you. Now, unfortunately, going to a hospital, that is one of the main things that can take a person's life. So I don't know when we became so afraid on YouTube or anywhere else to be able to say that. It's called honesty. We have to talk about things in life. I don't understand why everything, but so I'm just going to say that. So for entertainment purposes only, but I think it's important that we are real with ourselves about life and death. It does happen. So you are born and someday you're going to die. So, although, whatever. He has lived a pretty good life, I think. All right. Anyway, let's get on with this. I mean, if they want to demonetize me over that, then whatever. I'm a human. I have freedom of speech. Whatever. All right, let's go. Okay. Let's get some clarity on this. Now, about the concern over here, I'm kind of looking at that. Ooh, we have the lovers, we have angels. So I'm kind of looking at this in a different way here. Let me just do this. I want to focus on this end. I know we need to go, oh yeah, the people. I mean, and we could do that too. There's people looking maybe to go to heaven. It is possible he's no longer with us. And we do have the same images here with judgment. Okay. Oh yeah. I didn't even think to get into that. It just hit me. If you're looking at the images here, this is them, people rising out of. Now, I'm not saying I don't know anything. I don't know whether he has passed away or not. Kind of feels like if he's not, he's on the way out. So the Fool starting over, new beginnings. And we have the Dominion. And in a way, I'm looking at this as someone looking back down at Earth. So I don't know. The cards are kind of leaning in that direction for me. Kind of feels like he may be out. And I have my own theory, but it was interesting to see how the cards came out, because I can't, I never know which cards I'm going to pull. And I like to do it upside down. I don't want to know. I like the element of surprise myself. I think it's really good to see. So I get the feeling that he may not really be here. All right, I'm going to look at Andy Beshear. I want to see if he's going to go ahead and try to, let me grab some, and try to put somebody else in his spot. Because he wants to do it, I think, but he's just kind of like, trying to get someone to come forward, tell him what's going on. I don't think he wants to be preemptive and accidentally go for it. And then all of a sudden Mitch is like, oh, I'm here. But then again, my theory is it would be better for him to do that. And then we can get Mitch to come forward. That's kind of what I would like to see personally. That is my own opinion. So I have no firsthand knowledge of anything that's going on up on the Hill or in Kentucky. So All right, let's just see. Let's see if Andy Beshear is going to move forward and choose someone. I don't know. I'm wondering. All right, let's see. I'll pull. I'm going to do it the same way. Okay. See how I do it. I like to be very transparent with my cards. One thing, if you know me and how I read, that is one of the things I do. So I think we're going to get news. I did have that other page. Oh, we have 2 pages. Pages now. It is a lot about messages and information. Like this guy's helpful information. This guy's, a service, doing a service. This is a victory sign here, Ace of Swords. This could be a positive, could be the answer yes. We do have the 6 of Cups over here. It's kind of leaning towards reminiscing. I don't know. I think, to me, that just feels like Kentucky just wants to get back to business as usual, right? And we have, what is clicking over here? All right. And we have the King of Pentacles. So this guy is about influence, messages. All right. So it feels like we're going to get some kind of news here with these 2 pages. And they're also facing each other. So it could also be people are communicating, or they're going to start communicating. So Beshear has a lot of influence in this situation. He's trying. Okay, I kind of feel like this is more protecting the interests of the Kentuckians. So I kind of have that he might move soon, that there's discussion from somewhere. He says he doesn't have any information about Mitch McConnell. So he doesn't really know. So let's see. Let's see. I want to get some clarification on this. Is he going to pick someone? Again, the Lovers is back. The Chariot is here. And so is the 3 of Pentacles. So this collaboration card, he may move forward here. I've got the Chariot. It feels like he's like, I need someone to answer me. Talking to whoever I could talk to, whatever relationships he has with people. We have some communication going on here, but he may want to move forward. And what is it? Like a beginning of the August date, where like 4th or 7th or something, where something has to, if he doesn't, he has to do it before then, I think. And they tried to mess him up in the Kentucky legislature so that he can't name someone, which is utterly ridiculous. So I think they did that stuff just to be awful. So anyway, there might be something happening. He may move forward. So I guess we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. All right. Now, I'm trying to see what else we want to get into on this. I mean, I hate to ask the question, but I might. Is Mitch McConnell with us anymore? All right. So what do I want to use for this? I may want to just kind of pull. You know what? I haven't done pull anything from the deck of character in a while. So these are fun little cards. If you haven't seen these before, I'm sure you have. They're kind of fun. They're just sort of little, have little mini messages on them. And so I don't know. Just for the hay. I mean, I know I'm asking about somebody, whether or not they're with us anymore, but these need to be shuffled. It's been a while since I've used them. I'll go with this, and maybe I'll pull some other cards on it to see if I can find out what's happening. Actually, I might tag some other stuff onto this video. So this video might cover a little more. Just I don't know. I'm going with the flow. I don't want to cut it. All right. Let's just pull some and just see what we get. I'll pull 3. You know, got a character, got a place. Is Mitch McConnell with us anymore? Place. I got a club. Got mountains. And I got drunken sailor. Well, okay. What does this mean? All right. Well, we definitely have him. Supposedly he fell, right? Supposedly. So we might have a fall. We have the mountains over here. We got a club. So I feel like the Republicans are trying to hold everything very tightly. It's like to get this answer. Sorry, my tummy. To get this answer, you know, it's going to be, it feels like a mountain to climb, but he's down for the count. I'm going to take it and just say, I feel like they're trying to achieve something by holding on to it, but he may be out. All right. I'm not going to mess around with that anymore. So I'm not going to pull more cards on it. At least not at this point. So I don't know. All right. Just because this chair makes noise, just because I really don't want to stop this video. I've got a few things I want to get into here. I'm going to look at Todd Blanche. I'm sorry, my stomach is growling. I haven't eaten, which is a good thing. Okay. Todd Blanche, is he going to get confirmed? He's a hot mess if there ever was one. He is absolutely like refusing to testify under oath. He's being held in contempt. You know, he's doing all this, you know, bad faith filing of cases and all this stuff. And he just did the one about the New York Times reporters, just because they reported that stupid plane isn't ready yet. Well, we knew it wasn't ready yet. It's not. It needs to be torn down. They just put it up in the air. I think he was just like, let's fly it. You know, I want those cushy seats and all that stuff. It's not prepared for to be Air Force One. So I don't think New York Times really needed to break that story to us. So I'm pretty sure he's just all about destroying everything down there. But anyway, Todd Blanche is helping him be destructive. So, all right, let's look at Todd Blanche. I want to see if he's going to get confirmed. I hope not. I think there's people revolting on the GOP side. I know everybody in the Democrats, they don't want to do it. I'm pretty sure. All right, let's just look. Let's look at that. Okay. All right. Is Todd Blanche going to get confirmed? And I apologize for my growling stomach. I should. Oh my gosh! I know it's loud. I'm going to try and talk over it so you don't hear. Oh my! I should have eaten something before I did this. All right. All right. That's what happens when you turn 60. Although it was happening to me in my 50s. All right. Let's see. Is he going to get confirmed? I should maybe cut that out. Try not to cut anything from the video. Or if I can get to it fast enough and hit mute. All right. All right. Let's see. Todd Blanche. Is he going to get confirmed? I would think he's in trouble. He's also been referred to the Bar Association to be investigated and possibly lose his license. But there's nothing that says an AG has to be a lawyer. So apparently he could do that. Oh my. 3 of Pentacles. All right, it's coming out this way. And you know what? I'm going to leave it that way. And the Lovers again. What is going on today? Queen of Swords. Stop stomach. 5 of Wands. And 4 of Swords. All right. So is he going to get confirmed? What do we have? We got the Three of Pentacles. I love this. It says refusing to learn, apathy, disharmony, making mistakes, because he's a hot mess, right? He literally is just doing whatever the heck he wants. So that's this card right here. We have the Lovers. So he's trying to do everything that Kankle's McStinky Pants wants him to do all the time. He's the partnership duality union. He's very close. We have the Queen of Swords here. Swords? Okay. Queen of Swords here. That's a new word for me. Okay. Honest, protective, witty, intelligent. Okay. I'm going to go with he's just protecting Taco. He's protecting him, but there are some problems. He's caused a lot of difficulties for himself. We've got a lot of aggression. I love this aggression, chaos, competition, arguments. They are trying to talk to him under oath on the hill, and he's just not answering questions. He's being argumentative. He's doing all that kind of stuff. He's he's horrible. He's very corrupt and probably should not be confirmed. But right here with the Four of Swords, this is usually a pause. So I think it's giving people time on the hill to think about what their decision should be. What do you want to do? Do you really want to approve this guy? You know, is he going to be an absolute fiasco? We have the Star. We have the King of Swords. And we have the Hermit. Ugh. So, what do we have? So, he's hoping the King of Swords is here. This is not, yeah, this one's going mental clarity, authority, but this is more for me, strength and power, somebody in power. And then with the Hermit, taking, some of them don't want to vote for him, but you know, they're keeping it very to themselves. He thinks he's going to get it, the Star. And it's still all about protecting Kankles, McStinky Pants. This feels just too. I need something else. I need one more. I need one more card. I need a yes or no card. Ooh, you know what? I could use my coin. But I'll pull the card first. See what we can do. Okay. Sorry. All right. Knight of Swords. This is that warning. Impatience, heroic. So there is a lot of impatience on Hankel's McStinky Pants and Blanche. All right, I'm just going to use my yes or no coin. So it's this guy. Okay, I'm just going to flip it. No, I have a no. I don't know. It says no. I don't know if it's true, but that's what I got. That's the answer I received from this. All right. You know, but again, it's a 50-50 chance. Still could be one or the other. But yeah. So, all right. So I have that. Put that away. I never use this. Probably should. Good for yes or no questions. All right. I do have some more questions here. Let's just hit some more. Let's I was going to do a separate, I can't talk. I was going to do a separate video on the threats to Kankles by Iran. And it seems to be picking up quite a bit. So part of the problem with his plane was that, you know, he's getting these threats, and that plane is not and never has been ready for prime time as Air Force One. So I'm thinking, let's look at it again. They were threatening, and I don't know, how concerned does he really need to be? Because they are coming at him quite hard. And the people had all their signs, and there's murals going up, and there's all kinds of things. And they're pretty much hell bent on getting him. And I don't know, how worried should he be? So let's just go look at that again. I'm going to use the urban, these big cards. I want to use these. These are kind of, to me, they feel kind of political. Let's use the urban tarot. All right. For entertainment purposes only, just reading tarot cards here at this point. Yeah, because I'm not getting a lot of energy on how dangerous it is. But they have said quite a bit. So I just want to go over that while I'm doing this. So I read an article, and I forget where I read it, but it was saying that they are keeping track of his movements. So, and I know that he is not, they're telling people not to hire cars and everything from the White House. So everybody's kind of being very, trying to be careful. But they're talking about figuring out where he goes all the time. So I don't know if it's going to happen here on American soil or if it's going to happen somewhere else. I don't know if they're going to attempt, and I'm hoping that nothing bad happens and they don't touch our population, because we do not need terrorism at all. I'm a no for terrorism. Okay, sorry, I'm muted again. All right, so what do I've got sorry, my stuff coming up on the screen. Okay. I've got the 6 of Cups again. So, Taco doesn't think. He just goes and does things, and, just going after all these countries. And I even see that he's trying to go after Mali now. I read something. Why? What is going on? Whatever. So anyway, so we have the pleasure card. We have the reminiscing card. He wants everything to be easy and nobody should be messing with him, whatever. We have the death card over here. So they're definitely threatening him. I'm not going to go deeply in here with this one, because I think, and let it be for interpretation for you guys as well. You may interpret it. 8 of Pentacles here. They're going to have to work for that, though. They're going to have to work hard. We still do, even though I think a lot of Secret Service is depleted. And J.D. Vance just fired a Secret Service agent for something about, saying something about how much he's taking these vanity trips and stuff all the time, and they're just getting called on the fly. And, they have lives too. They're not servants. But we have the World over here. So this is very feeling like they could do it anywhere. It's just giving me that sense that he's probably going to be dodging Iran for the rest of his life. It doesn't feel, like it's something that's just going to end when he leaves office, which he will have to do, because it's illegal for him to run again, according to the 22nd Amendment, I believe it is. All right, but I have the Fool. And I basically want to just say here that this is all his fault. The Fool came up. This is his fault that it is happening to him. He will not stop attacking other countries. This is the second time he's done something with Iran, because he did it in 1.0 where he got that first guy, and they were mad at him about that. So now we have this. So I just want to see. I'm not going to stay on this topic too long, because it is a touchy one. Oh, the clarifier is the 6 of Pentacles, and in this deck it says success. So you can take that any way you want, but that's the reading for this one, and I'm not pulling any more on that. I'm trying to spare you the stomach growls. So anyway, let me see. I don't know if there's anything else I want to touch on here. I just had a little list. I don't think the SAVE Act is going to get passed. It feels to me that the Republicans, I mean, some of them want to do it, but some of them don't. But I also believe that the SAVE Act is unconstitutional because it violates so many amendments in here that say that you cannot. There's a lot of them that have this verbiage that, where is it? The right of citizens of the United States to vote shall not be denied or abridged by the United States or any state on account of race, color, blah, 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 servitude. And it goes into many one. Oh, here's the one on sex. The right of citizens of the United, on the 19th Amendment, the right of citizens of the United States to vote shall not be denied or abridged by the United States or by any state on account of sex. And Congress has the power to enforce the article by appropriate legislation. So they have the power to enforce. They don't have the power to, again, this one over here is another one that says the Congress shall have power to enforce by appropriate legislation. It only says on all these amendments the same thing. The Congress on the 15th Amendment, the Congress shall have power to enforce this article. Now, I'm sorry, but reading was one of my strong points in school. And I think I understand what the Constitution says. And I'm pretty sure that my audience or my friends out there, my family on YouTube, gets it too. So I think I want to recommend that the Senate and the House, at least on the GOP, read the Constitution, because I think it spells it out for them. So they can't write the SAVE Act and take away people's rights. Unconstitutional. They don't like it very much. They could just go and do what article, where was it? Was it Article 5? Amendment 5. No, it was Article 5. I have it right here. Article 5. You can make a new amendment and you can retract an amendment, but you have to get the states to agree. So the Constitution stays the Constitution. So, whoops. Oh, I almost broke this. All right. Well, my stomach is going. I think I've done enough here for the day. This will be my only video today. Thank you very much for watching. If you stayed this long, it's been about 33 minutes. I appreciate you. You stuck with me, even through the stomach growls and the cards. All right. Thank you very much. Please like and subscribe. I really need some help getting back going again. So if you guys could help, like, subscribe, and hype if you want. Anything helps. So love you all, and I'll catch you soon. Bye.